He's got to love the pirates. And he's already here. He's already saying, let's go. As if he's been waiting for this review his entire life. As soon as we started this show 2 years ago, he's like, we got to go. We got to start. I need ice pirates. What's up, everybody? It's Downright Annoyed with Movies. We got a short staff today, but it's okay because we got a star of the actual movie down below right now. He's actually in costume. Look at him go.
Hey, I'm Jason. What's up? I'm Han Solo.
Pretty much.
What's up, guys? Everybody. We are reviewing the Ice Pirates from 1984. The courtesy of this guy right over here. So why don't you introduce yourself, buddy, and tell everybody why the hell you chose this movie?
Hey, I'm Ken from Pinky's Out Podcast, and I had not seen this movie in probably 30 years. And it, when we were picking all these movies, and some of us have chosen movies that meant something to us, and we've chosen other movies just to see what kind of reaction we can get out of people. Well, honestly, that's why I picked it, because I remember this being one of the cheesiest sci-fi movies I'd ever seen, and I watched it. I'm like, oh, actually, this is a pretty good movie. So, the only thing I remember, before we get into it, I only remembered one thing about this movie when we started talking about it. But yeah, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised.
Good. Ryan, hi.
Hey guys, Ryan from the Fake Nerd Podcast. We go live every Sunday. Despite this movie having a really low budget, despite it being having kind of a lame script, despite it being offensive at times and having an N-word I did not see coming,
right?
I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie, Ken. I love. I'm Jason. What's up?
Yeah.
So great.
If you guys remember all the movies we reviewed, I like low budget sci-fi movies. And this is a movie that, despite all its flaws, is really trying to have fun. And I respect the hell out of it. I don't know if it's great, but I had fun for sure. Yeah, I'll tell you that.
It's a fun movie. I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. It was a terribly fun movie. If that makes any sense. I think what saved it the most was actually its script and the way that the actors kind of just went with the cheesiness of what was going on. I mean, an entire galaxy that's short on water. I mean, that's ridiculous in and of itself,
right? But
yeah, Ken, why don't you tell us about the premise of the movie?
So the premise of the movie is it takes place in some far future where the galaxy, like Mike just said, is running on fumes, so to speak. There's not enough water. So the most precious commodity in the universe is water right now. So the only way to really get ahead in life is to have water. And these guys are ice pirates. So you can guess what they do. They steal water from the rich and then sell it to the poor to get richer.
So, got it. Yeah. And I guess from what I kind of gathered, there's only a few planets in the entire, I guess, galaxy
that are,
there are like 6 planets, right? And they're trying to. There's like a rumored 7th planet, but the people who are in control of these 6 planets are kind of like gangsterish type of rule,
sure.
I guess.
It's like
am I kind of getting that right?
Templar. So it's like a
Templars. Okay.
Yeah, militant church.
Yeah, they have the chainmail armor. And
this movie has everything. It has swords. It has space mules, space pigs,
space herpes.
Space herpes.
Yeah, it really does have everything. It is. It reminds me of so many other sci-fi movies that came up before it, which I just find really funny. Like, it's obviously taking off like Star Wars, and it's taking off Dune. But like, I found it to be like pretty charming. Like, I thought all the actors were like really charming. Like, I thought I didn't really have a problem with any of them. Like, I thought everyone seemed to be having a good time. I'm glad that it was as short as it was. Like, it wasn't like a 2.5 hour like epic. Like, you were in and out. Yeah. Again, besides some like dated stuff, like I'm surprised that I liked it so much.
Well, and going back to your comment about the unexpected N-word there in the middle of it, I loved how instantly anybody that heard it gave that guy a dirty look, and he just looked at his shoes and like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
yeah, it's still it doesn't excuse it.
No, but even back then though, it was people were like, okay, that's not cool to say that.
Yeah, surprisingly, yes. Like, they did find a way to kind of turn it around. Like, this movie is like pretty progressive. for me. And
it is a bit ahead of their time, right?
Like there's a lot of like androgynous characters and like gay looking characters, and like it was like just a living world. And like I thought it was cool. Like Bruce Valanche is in this movie. I don't know if you guys know who that is. That dude was on Hollywood. He was in Hollywood Squares, and he's like an Emmy award-winning comedian. And like that dude shows up in this movie. He's the dude who turns into the robot at the end. Yeah. I was like surprised. I'm like, oh wow, there's actually some shit in this movie. It's written by the guy who wrote Krull, which is one of my favorite fantasy movies. So I can see why I like some of the stuff in there.
You know what's funny? I was I'm going off on a tangent. I saw Krull in like a recommended movie list for me, and I almost clicked on it, and I was like, yeah, no, I'll pass. So maybe I'll watch now that you said it's probably one of your favorite.
If you like this, Krull's a better movie than this movie is.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
and plus the princess, that's Bing Crosby's daughter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's the only child he had with his second wife. So
Bing
Crosby. Yep.
In space. Yep.
So looking up information about this movie, it originally was going to cost $20 million, and the budget got cut to $8 million. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed now.
Yeah, same. It was during MGM's like big financial crisis, one of the many they've had for all time. But we got to cut this movie's budget in less than half. Sorry. And they still did it. And you can clearly, especially now, you can clearly tell that like they're just using anything they could possibly find. There's like straight up just like ladders they colored blue.
Oh gosh, I saw that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think I almost bought that at Home Depot a few weeks ago.
that for me was hella charming. I thought all the robots looked horrible, but like in a fun way. Where like clearly they're just like dudes in suits. They can't even hide it. But like they all like personality.
They're all spoof on 3PO. You know.
Yeah. And they just like if they like break down, they just like throw them off the side, and they're like, don't be like that guy. Like it was really funny.
Well, plus then there's the little like Twiggy robot, like Bernard at the end. They called him Bernard at the end.
Yeah.
And then it has the little midget lady from Poltergeist when she popped up.
Yeah, that's right. She played the bartender.
Yeah, she got the pirate planet there. So
she had all the rumors and hot goss.
Yeah, and then we were talking a little bit before we went live, but the guy they met in prison, Killjoy, played Sloth in Goonies.
That makes sense. He's a big guy. Yeah.
He's a big guy. He's a ex-NFL player. I read his Wikipedia. A tragic story. I mean, like a lot of those guys back then, he got hooked on painkillers because of all the injuries from the NFL and ended up dying way before he should have. But he was fun.
Bears, right?
Character. What?
Did he play with the Bears?
He played with a bunch of different people, like the Cleveland Indians.
That's baseball.
I think he finished not Indians. No, Redskins.
Oh, Washington.
I don't know, dude. Foosball's all the same to me.
Foosball. So I want to talk about the ending.
Oh yes. And see, and that's the only thing I remembered about that movie was that whole time warp sequence. To get to the seventh planet, you have to precisely fly like through the needle of like a wormhole, basically. And if you go off a degree, you're lost to time. But when you're in the middle of it, you're like experiencing like a year a second or some craziness. And
that is like hardcore sci-fi.
Yeah.
Done. Like so much happens because like I looked at like there was like 7 minutes left in this movie when all this stuff started happening. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of shit happening at the end of this movie. And like they're aging so fast and babies are being born and they're growing up. Like I had so much fun with this finale. I wanted it to last so much longer. Like it was so short, but I think that's what made it work is like you see these people grow and then die and then their children grow up in a span of like 5 minutes. It's buck wild.
And I gotta say, I mean, I loved him throughout the entire movie, but Michael Roberts' character, Roscoe,
yes,
I thought he was probably my favorite, especially during that last 7 minute scene when he's getting old and he's still trying to whoop some butt, and they just keep on going. I do want to touch on all the acting because I thought that with as cheesy as this kind of script was, they all did such a great job of just embracing it, embracing the silliness of it, and that's probably why it works so well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's totally tongue in cheek like the entire time.
But it was
still having. while still having like some actually like good like emotional moments. Not a lot. I'm not going to give this movie that much credit.
Well, Mad Max Fury Road ripped off their vehicle scene there on the.
Somebody is echoing right now.
What?
What did you say, Michael?
Someone's echoing. I think Ken. I think you're echoing a little bit.
Am I echoing? Hello.
No, it's probably me.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Cool.
Yeah, that whole vehicle scene there when they find his friend that got aged from the wormhole because he didn't travel it right.
Space herpes.
You know,
space herpes. That was unexpected.
No one expects space herpes, Mike.
And then the whole exchange that he has with Princess Karina is like, when were you going to tell me this? Like, I next, or how long have you known? Just found out. Oh, last week, or whatever. And then they flip flop right after.
Something I never thought I'd say about a sci-fi movie called Ice Pirates is that it has one of the best like sex scenes I've ever seen in a movie. This is sorry, go ahead. No, I was gonna say like Hollywood nowadays is very, very sexless. Like it is like they're all about shooting people, but like showing a boob, like being intimate is like a no-go for Hollywood, right? I found that this low budget sci-fi movie had like a really like sensual, like really like not gross sex scene. Like it was really like atmospheric, and like she put the thing in and like the doors opened up and it was on a beach, and like it was like this is like a really nice like moment between these characters. And normally like I'm not a big fan of sex scenes because they're just gratuitous, but I'm like, wow, this is like tastefully done. I was impressed.
I know it's funny when I saw that. I'm sure Ken or actually more specifically, actually, Brandon from Fake Nerds would probably have recognized this really quickly. But that I think I wouldn't be surprised if that's where Star Trek got their idea of like a holodeck, because you saw that a lot. They didn't have sex scenes in Star Trek, but they had a lot of romantic type of scenes in Star Trek with the use of the holodeck.
Well, and I think it's either Mary Crosby or the other the warrior chick. If you read their IMDb, they both went on to be in Star Trek: The Next Generation and DS9, I believe. So, but no, I agree with Ryan. Like, they really don't show anything. Like nowadays, when there is sex in a movie, it's like, it's in your face. There's like nothing to your imagination. But like when he walks in and she's in the hyperbolic chamber and all the mist is floating over her, I'm like, this is kind of hot, they're not really showing anything, but I'm like, here we go. And then you think you're going to see something, and no, and he just closes the lid, and
he definitely starts. Jason, our main character, starts as what happened? Yeah, what happened to raping and pillaging? And I'm like, that's definitely gross. But he definitely, again, is like a Han Solo, where like the princess turns him in the end, and he actually is like a guy with a heart of gold. And like I found the main character for the most part to be like a good actor. Like that dude, I'm not familiar with him, but he's like a big TV actor apparently. I was so surprised because this movie has like a legacy of being like really bad. And I think it's like so bad it's good. Like I think there's good stuff here for sure.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, he was in. He went on to do Lazarus Man. He was in Love Boat, a show called American Dreamer.
Well, and Mary Crosby was also the chick that shot J.R. Ewing in Dallas.
Oh, spoilers!
Because we all know that.
That's our next show.
That's our next one. Huh?
You guys weren't even a twinkle in your dad's eyes back then,
no, not at all.
What else is there? Let's see.
I want to talk. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I'll just say I think again besides being low budget, I think the designs of everything are really cool. Like I was
going to talk about the costumes.
Yeah,
costumes, set design, and the fact that they did use stuff like a ladder. Or
a maid's outfit, just a regular maid's outfit.
Yeah, just a regular dirty maid outfit. Yeah, in a skeleton, in like a Halloween skeleton. I thought it was good. I thought it made me smile.
Yeah,
it almost makes me want to, for Halloween this year, do my whole house Ice Pirate themed. I don't know if I should do that.
You just have a bunch of
questioning it.
You have a bunch of frozen ice blocks in a corner. That's the reserve.
Just get a bunch of dry ice. Just have a bunch of mist. I'll be laying in some kind of like alien, cryogenic chamber or something with a bunch of mist in me.
That'd be sweet.
I thought when there's a part where they land on like a smoky looking planet and they're like fighting people on with unicorns. I thought that was great. I was like, there was like, again, like Star Wars, which is a mix of like fantasy and sci-fi. Like I love that they were just so hardcore. Like, no, we got unicorns and we got swords, but also we're in space. Like I love that. Like they just don't make a big deal.
Dude gets stabbed with a unicorn horn.
Yeah, that's sick. You don't see that ever.
Well,
and then there's
programmed sex bots too. That's the funny thing.
Well, do you remember? I mean, even in the beginning when they're about to get castrated for their crimes,
that was good
with the teeth.
The teeth.
Yeah, like just keep going, keep screaming like it hurts, or otherwise you will.
When they're shaving them, getting them ready for it. You know, you got the old guy with the razor, and then you got the other guy. It's subtle. Like this movie's subtle. And it's fast paced, so you really don't get bored with it. It's not one of those movies that you can sit there and scroll through. You can scroll through Instagram, catch up on all of the, stuff on Instagram or Facebook Marketplace if you're looking for a new motorcycle or something. You have to pay attention because it's just subtle. So,
and again, like thinking now that I know that the same guy wrote Kroll, it has so many similarities about building a team, going to fight an evil, saving a princess. And I'm like, man, this guy just really likes Star Wars. Like the screenwriter just really likes Star Wars.
So I'm looking at the IMDb, and towards the bottom there's a section called "More Movies Like This," and I see Space Hunters, Battle Beyond the Stars, Space Raiders.
Yeah. Those are all in the same
Isn't the Black Hole one of those too?
I don't know. There's also a movie called Tammy and the T-Rex, which looks super cheesy.
That's a Paul Walker movie where he's a man who gets killed and then his brain gets put into a dinosaur. That's a real
trailer for that.
That's a real movie.
Yep.
Weekend at Bernie's, the guy who played Bernie is the evil scientist in that movie.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, movies are wild,
That's
guys.
Funny.
Yep. I also watched Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes a few weeks ago.
There you go. I'm not sure if there's much else to say about this movie.
No, just check it out if you want a good, rainy day or something. You just want a good, like, make you smile movie.
Before last week, when you said that we had to watch it, I never in my right mind would have thought to myself, "Hey," or recommended this to a friend.
Yeah,
I can die happy now.
I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but like. I know there are certain friends who are like, hey, you like schlocky fun sci-fi. Like
sure,
I think you'll like this, yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, Riley walked by and she's like, "What the? Okay, bye." That was a real quick dismissal.
Quick no.
But,
well,
what about your favorite scenes? What were your favorite scenes in the movie?
I like the Thanksgiving turkey scene where the alien comes out.
Yeah,
that was silly.
I gotta stay with
the herpy.
The herpy.
The herpy, yeah.
The herp.
I gotta stay with when he first sees the princess in that tube. I thought that was just brilliantly done. Like you said, it was sexy without showing any skin. You had anticipation. You're like, oh, come on, he's gonna be a scumbag, and like, no, he just closes the door and walks away. So
he thought about it.
He thought about it, which we all would.
No, it's not true.
Well, I mean, come on. Some of us might have different preferences, but put your preference in the tube lane there like that, and you wouldn't be tempted to go, ooh.
I like the chomping scene, the almost chomping scene. That's probably my favorite one.
The lady's like, boop, pretend it happened. I love that. Yeah. So silly. There's the guy who's like, what is he just like yelling like freedom and stuff like that? And he just gets like, nah, sorry, bro. That guy's funny.
Yeah, he's saying like, quit your jobs or something like that.
Yeah.
Walk away. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, I think they want to do it.
I think that's how they get paid. I think.
Yeah, the girls on the line looked a little too happy doing it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They're the mean ones.
What do you think they do with all of them?
All the what?
Now we know how
all the peni. Peni is plural for penis.
Soylent Green.
Soylent Green or spam.
Spam. There you go.
Man, spam. Hey, don't start knocking on spam. That's one of my favorites. Pineapple in my diet.
Yeah.
Special ham. It's my
probably
special
only
ham.
like egg whites and organically grown.
Everything. I want everything. Is there anything about the movie that you just absolutely hated? Or like just was like towards the bottom of the barrel?
The computer screens, that drove me crazy.
Computer screens?
Like they're scanning screens. Just all it was an oscillator.
Oh, you know what? Oh, I want to talk about another scene that was a ton of fun when they're in that space battle, and then they get dude's playing an arcade game. He's like, get him over there, get him over there. It's like, come on,
get that one.
It's like a Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Like all of them are piloting drones and stuff.
Yeah. God, I haven't seen Guardians 2 actually since the theater. That's the last time I saw it.
Don't sleep on it.
Ooh,
it's a good one.
I did watch Tomorrow War. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you sleep on it? Should it be slept on?
I liked it. Honestly. I
thought it was terribly predictable, but for some reason I had fun.
It was not like a brain teaser by any means.
The Tomorrow War or Ice Pirates?
Tomorrow War.
Oh wow!
Didn't you guys see it? No. You guys get Black Widow on. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
No, I like Chris Pratt, and if you like Chris Pratt, you're gonna like Tomorrow War. So
there you go.
That's fair. Yeah.
Cool. And actually, you find out why J.K. Simmons got all ripped in that movie.
I saw that trailer
when he walked on the screen like that. Oh my god!
Yeah, I was like, okay, so he wasn't getting ripped for
Gordon.
for Snyder Cut. He was getting ripped for this.
Everyone thought it was for Jim Gordon. It's like, nope, it's to be a sad dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't recognize you with all that metrosexual scruff.
Cool. How about a grade?
I'm going to give this a solid B+. I can't give it an A.
B+?
Yep.
B+. Ryan? It's tough, isn't it?
Because like
it's tough.
Because like I don't feel good saying it's a B, but like a C+. I think it's C+.
That's where
like,
I'm
I'm not going to watch it. I don't think I'll watch it again, but like I enjoyed my time with it for sure.
Yep,
it's fair.
Exactly what I'm going for. C+, all.
And honestly, if Jackson hadn't sent me the Blu-ray for my birthday, I probably never would have really picked it. So.
Wow. Listen, like
wait, so Andy, you're giving it a B?
Oh, I think he's wowing his B.
Got it. That's
a B+, Andy.
But whatever. I mean, Andy picked Mac and Me, so whatever.
Fair enough.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you guys do a genre wheel last week by chance?
No.
When Cookie was hosted?
Barely run the podcast. He was sweating. He was shaking. I felt bad.
I did watch the replay, and I have to say I was really close to. I haven't done it yet, but I want to. I'm gonna somehow get my picture in like a black and white with Abbott and Costello or something, hanging out with them.
I love it.
If I'd had time this week, I would have photoshopped something. And I was looking. I was going to do something with like the Scorpion King or something.
Scorpion King, Jesus.
Let's
do this one first. Here it is. I wonder who's going to win. Let's see. Actually, Andy's in the chat too, so I'm going to put audience in here.
All right.
And I'll make a few of these.
I'm gonna win.
Shuffle this baby up.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
It's gonna be me.
How'd you know?
Because the odds are in my favor.
All right, buddy. What are we doing?
I don't know what I want to do, you guys. Oh,
dude, that is perfectly placed because that looks like your hand is just like.
Hold on, I gotta go look at my DVD wall. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm right here. I'm not.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to share the Ryan. I'm going to give you some time to think.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the genre wheel.
Do it.
Cool. So just FYI, if the last one that we had was movies we think Paul would hate.
Ooh.
So
I thought it was the movies we thought Ryan would hate.
No, we did that one.
Oh, we already
did that one already.
Okay.
So let's see what we got for genre. We'll do genre real quick, and then Ryan, you choose your movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pixar.
Movies we think Mike will hate.
Oh, movies you think I would hate.
Oh wow, that's tough.
What's the lowest movie you've rated, Michael? Do you remember?
Mac and Me, probably.
Oh.
And then
what's the second?
I'm trying to think not just bad movies. I'm trying to think of
I don't know, Mike.
Let's see. I can tell you some of the lowest ones that I've rated. Here, let me.
Anaconda 2: Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Oh, I have that on DVD. I love it.
So do I. Why?
Let's see. I have my lowest rateds are Dune, Mac and Me, Surf Ninjas.
Oh, those are just all
In the Army Now.
Those are just bad.
Biodome.
Gods of Egypt.
Oh yeah, Biodome. That would work because those are in line with the other bad ones.
Christmas Carol. Okay, Biodome.
Yeah.
Oh, Encino Man.
Man.
Does that hold up?
That's actually good though.
Does it hold up? I don't know.
Yeah, Brandon Fraser's pretty good in that.
I don't think I've actually ever seen it. The Dead Don't Die, Mortal Kombat 95. And
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Steamboat Bill. I
what we do in the shadows then.
Oh, that's a great one. He better like that.
I don't know.
All right, so what are we watching next week, buddy?
Hey guys, I want to laugh and have a good time, so I'm picking the when did this come out? Who knows? 1990s movie Swingers.
Hey, okay. Sounds like a
solid movie.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's one of my favorite Vince Vaughn movies. It's got what's his name? Johnny Favreau. Back when he was a comedian, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna make some money, honey.
Sounds good, man. Well, cool. I'm excited to watch that, man. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Same.
So sounds good. Actually, now that you're there, why don't we go with you, buddy?
Hey guys, when I'm not here, stuck in this rhino, you can find me at the Fake Nerd Podcast live every Sunday. This Sunday, we're talking about Gunpowder Milkshake, which is a new Netflix action movie. Is it good? Is it bad? We'll find out soon.
I want to see that. So
I do too. You can find me personally at DJ Tony Snark. I keep forgetting that I have gloves, so you can't see me, my hands. So goodbye.
Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Ken from Pinky's Out Podcast. We podcast occasionally, kind of semi-annually at this point. So we did make a batch of beer here a couple weeks ago that Kurt was going to put in a keg today. So hopefully Kurt remembers to do that. So check me out there.
Awesome. Cool. And I am Mike, and I'm actually going to start recording probably later tonight. I got a bunch. I watched and read a couple of things that I want to talk about. I watched the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix, which I absolutely enjoyed. I started watching Haunting of Hill House. Yeah, it's starting out a bit slow, but I'm liking it. I also read a couple comic books. The other one's way over there, but I read this recently called Buzzkill. It's pretty cool. It's written by Donnie Cates. It is about a superhero who only gets his powers by
drinking,
like getting high and drinking or taking in some kind of narcotics. And actually anything, like even caffeine, nicotine, things like that. And just finished this today. Not bad. So I'm going to talk about it. So hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch you guys next week on my channel for Swingers. Vince Vaughn. Woo! Excited. Thanks again, Ryan. I appreciate that. Hope you guys all have a great weekend, and we will talk to you soon. And see you guys. Bye.